Big shout out to today's video sponsor, Linsoul. Check out their fantastic deals in the links in the video description. Hidizs, the brand everyone's heard of but whose products I haven't tried yet. Is its MS3 pair of IEMs worth buying, or should you go with something else? Let's find out. Hey guys, I'm Ryan Thomas, and thanks to Hidizs for sending this product out. They get no say in the video, they haven't paid me, and we'll be seeing it for the first time right alongside you. The MS3 is a single dynamic dual BA setup that comes in at around $100. You get these IEMs themselves, a thick dense cable that feels really nicely made and terminates in a 3.5mm single-ended connector, though you can get a 4.4 balanced option should you want that. You get a carry pouch with a magnetic clasp that looks and feels quite high quality. Also included are a selection of silicone ear tips and some tuning nozzle filters that adapt the sound to 3 different profiles if you include the pre-installed pair. This isn't groundbreaking or new, there have been sets at this price point that have done that in the past, but it is nice to have some level of tuning out of the box. The IEM shells are interesting. They're a medium size with a 2-pin connector on the top, a bronzy rose gold-like outer rim with a textured faceplate that looks and feels quite odd. Though nice enough, and with no branding on show, I think they do look quite sharp. Not that they feel sharp though. I found the MS3 to be really quite comfortable in my time with them, easily able to listen for multiple hours at a time without any kind of physical fatigue, and I'm sure that is helped by the excellent cable and cable hooks that keep the things strapped to your ear. Though be warned, since everyone's ears are different shapes, your mileage may certainly vary. They are a little bit heavy, and I wouldn't be wearing these out and about, certainly not for a run or anything like that, though they could be a little bit cumbersome. But compared to the MP145, which is another Hidizs product I'm going to be covering soon, yeah, there's no competition. Those things are like strapping a pair of boulders to your head. Get subscribed for that video, by the way. I want to talk about the sound now because the MS3 reminded me of a set that I couldn't quite put my finger on. It had been about 2 hours of me sitting at my desk, just listening and trying to figure it out. When the light bulb pinged off in my head, I realized that the Hidizs MS3 sounds very close to the Tangzu Wu Heyday. And if you remember that review from me, you'll know that I really liked the sound, but there was one crucial anchor holding it back. There's a lovely amount of sub bass and deep extension that makes this set very, very nice. It makes listening to orchestral and rock a real delight. There's not the same amount of mid bass compared to the sub bass, but there's still quite a lot of that. And if you get a really tight seal with the right tips, then this is going to be more pronounced. Mids themselves are a little recessed and pulled back, so male vocals do sound a little bit distant, but it's not awful, and there are many worse sets for this. I think male vocals are clear enough. And the treble is actually quite forward and quite crisp. It's not that these things have daggers and are trying to attack you from that perspective, it's just that there's a little more crispness for the sound. And I can see this being an issue for people who are really sensitive to sibilance, so just be aware of that. But if not, it just sounds really quite energetic and fun. The timbre is natural, the note weight is strong, but the real pain point for the MS3 is its soundstage. If you remember my Wu Heyday video, yeah, it's all starting to come back now. It's not quite as bad as that set, but the soundstage does feel quite cramped. Like the sound sources are overlapping and on top of each other. Like you've taken the band off the stage and put them in the back of a lorry. Sure, it's not quite the same as the back of a Ford Focus, but there's still not huge amounts of room to move. As a result of this, competitive gaming is pretty much a no-go for the MS3. Casual games can sound pretty decent, thanks to the upbeat nature of the music in those games and the V-shaped profile. You're not really looking for any kind of immersion, and platformers the same, you'll be golden. But anything where you need some soundstage, you need some immersion, yeah, it's not great on the MS3, so anything like Apex Legends, CS, Valorant, look for something else, because the MS3 isn't it. Though this was never set out to be an ultimate gaming IEM, I do feel like its lack of gaming chops could dissuade some. For me, they're pretty decent for music, and thankfully I'm able to use separate sets for what I want to do, but if you're looking for that one-size-fits-all, the MS3 isn't it. The MS3 is a pretty solid overall package, and with one main pain point, and for that reason I'm on the fence about recommending it. A big thanks to Hidizs for sending this thing out to me for review, and to you for watching today's content. Please do hit like and subscribe to never miss an upload. I've been Ryan Thomas, and I'll catch you later. Cheers.